So, as Lorenzo mentioned, we are so crazy about crowd games that we are doing our master thesis on the topic currently. And we want to share some of our views on how to design crowd games. Yes. A crowd game is, as Lorenzo also mentioned, a local multiplayer game for a lot of people. That could, for example, be all of you guys. So we will kick things off with a little crowd game. But for playing a crowd game, we need to decide on what to play, when to play, how to play it. And for that, we need a game host. So that's the first thing you're going to remember, a game host. And in this case, it's Simon.
So, hello, everyone. How are you doing today? Are you good? Okay, so we brought this crowd game called The Woo, which won Nordic Game Jam last year, and it's by these four wonderful people, Ballas, Andreas, Jan, and Milan. And it's a vocal multiplayer game, and it says right there, use your voice to raise the woo. So the first thing I need you all to do is say, woo. Okay, good. Good.
Okay. Simon, he's now probing the crowd, you guys, right? Because he wants to calibrate the game. Because when you're designing a crowd game, you can't, you don't know how many people's gonna be there, like how's the venue, how is the sound, whatever. So we need to calibrate on the go.
Okay, so the goal of the game is to get the monsters. They're gonna come in on the left side, and you need to get them over to their homes on the right side. So I'm just gonna start the game, and you can start wooing. Okay, great job.
Yeah, calibrating is super important. So if you're making a crowd game with a co-op element, like this one, just remember that it's really hard for a crowd to collectively decide on complex decisions and strategies. So simple strategies to win is good enough.
Okay, so we're going to do one more round, and for the next round, I want you to only use your hands. So clapping is the only way you can get the woo to go up.
Okay, see what he just did there? House rules, that's really common in folk games, but it's also super useful in crowd games. Like a DJ would, put on a tune that kind of fits the mood of the dance floor. Game hosts can put on rules to the game that fits the crowd and the setting.
Okay, so only clapping. Super.
So, as in any other games, feedback is of course crucial. Players need to know, am I doing anything to this game? What's going on? Is it working? So, using, for example, a microphone as input makes the input observable not only to the computer, but also to the rest of the crowd. So that's super useful. We call it perceivable inputs. Yeah, fancy academic word, right? But it's really powerful, and it works. Okay, so we have things to consider when making a crowd game. Game host, calibration, simple strategies, house rules, and perceivable inputs. And that's all that could fit into our snappy 5 minutes. Thank you.